himself. This is with you, 29-year-olds. You don't think about the future, you just think about present moment. And I was like, how is this man talk about? Hi there, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, hey boo. Hey. Alright, so welcome back to my channel. So this is part 3 in my series of my whole autoimmune disease, which I was diagnosed in January 2022 of having Neuromyelitis Optica Spectrum Disorders, Devic Disease. Same thing, 3 different names. So yeah, so let's get into it. So I've made 2 videos already for my for the previous month. So this month will cover May, June and July. So I've already said what Nmosd is and all of that, gave you some of the side effects I've gone through and all of that as well. And yeah, you can go ahead and watch the videos. I'll put a card here with a playlist, so you can go and watch all that. And I've also you'll see in the video I spoke about the one person that I found with the public case in Jamaica. So I spoke about her and what she went through. Really sad story, you know. Unfortunate situation as well, and it's quite sad, even though the lifespan that they give for someone with this disease, because there's no cure. No cure, because it's so rare. There's no cure for it. They still cannot figure out where it's from or how someone gets it. It can be hereditary, or you can just develop it just like that. They don't know. There's still doing research, and the medication that they gives you helps you, but also those medications have side effects as well, and so you have to deal with the side effects of those medications, and you have to deal with the symptoms of the disease as well. So it's a lot to go through for a person. Having support is good. Having people that really support and care about you is good. Avoiding stress, unwanted stress. Nobody wants stress in their life, but for somebody going through a very rare disease and having added stress, that's not good. That's put a strain on the body. And with an immune system so weak, when you're stressed, you know, and you're placing so you're going through so much, and then added stress on a weakened immune system, a weakened body, that's detrimental. So we're not doing that, you know, we're not doing that at all. So my last visit, which is this visit I'm talking about now, which was in May, a new doctor again. This time was a male, so I had to give the whole history again from I was a girl, from primary school, high school, university, working life, and up to that point. I have to give the whole history again, asking questions that you can find in the report by just reading it, but I answered anyway, and did his tests, you know, check my eyes, reflexes, did all the checks and balances to see if the steroids is working, if the medications are working, if they're if my body is making any progress. My eye, I would say, you know, it's much better than what it was initially when I went to the ophthalmologist, the eye clinic initially. My reflexes are still shit. They're shot. So no. I've gotten much lighter. So this video would be basically up to the point, you know, like, yeah, my hands Yeah, like white, like my whole body is that. So that's a side effects of the steroids. I now have those ugly stretch marks. They've gotten worse over time, and I believe that the reason for that could be my skin is stretching because my body is not used to this excess weight in my midsection, my abdomen, my belly, so it stretches. My body's not used to that. My body stretches, and the bloating is just awful, you know. Like I said in my previous video, I can just open my mouth and breathe air and then I'm bloated. I don't have to do nothing. I don't have to eat. I can take a sip of water and I'm bloated. Sometimes I don't even have to do anything. That's just side effects. And I have indigestion. Like, and then no, this thing came about. I call it the neck attachment. Okay, that's what I call it. My boyfriend laughed every time I say it, but that's what I call it. Like this, I don't know. I know it's a part of the whole steroids. I know it's caused because it's there because of the steroids. But it's initially when it appeared, it was so hard for me to breathe. Like if I want to sleep, I have to move it about and find some comfort. Like I just feel like air gets trapped in there, and if I move it, like I would just belch. I'm laughing, no, but it was hard to do it in the initial stage. In the initial stage, it was really hard. Like I just don't know how to deal with it. It was crazy, you know. But no, the steroids has been decreased to 40 milligrams, right? So hopefully as a time progresses it will decrease, and they have no reason to increase it because my body can't manage an increase. All right, the doctor. I don't think I mentioned this in my last video. Well, let's put it this way. The doctor or the consultant from, well, he's a constant one that's there at all my appointments. The last visit before this one, my visit in May, he was really rude, you know. He was really rude and out of order, and him upset me soul. He was like, I was telling the doctor that about the stretch marks and how I feel about them, and he jumped up with himself. This is with you, 29-year-olds. You don't think about the future, you just think about present moments. And I was like, what this man talk about? Because I was so upset. I was wondering what is he talking about, because if I wasn't thinking about the future, I would stop coming to the hospital. I would stop taking the medication, because obviously I'm just thinking about the present. The medications aren't cheap, the side effects are awful. So if I wasn't thinking about the future and my life, why would I still be coming to the hospital? And then when I mentioned the stretch marks, he was like, oh, you're comparing your stretch marks to being blind. I'm like, huh? What do you mean I compare stretch marks to being blind? I don't understand that correlation, because I don't get it, because I am the patient and I'm telling you what's happening to me, and you're there trying to say that me talking about my stretch marks, or my stretch mark is minuscule to somebody who is complaining about being blind, or somebody who is losing their vision. I have partial vision. It's improving now. So I don't get it. He was rude and out of order, and I was answering him back in, and I think he didn't expect me to answer him back. But see, I don't think he expected me to answer him back, because I was upset. Like, what kind of doctor this? Because I'm a patient and you're treating me based on what I tell you. So why are you bringing another patient into this? Anyways. Ugh. Yeah, and another thing, he was there talking about like the steroids don't let you gain weight. Is it the patient allow themselves? I was so upset. Like, if you cut me, you wouldn't see no blood at all. Like, I was fine before going on steroids, and all of a sudden I'm like, and you're telling me that I'm the reason for my weight gain or for the excess that's there and not the steroids. Ooh, I was upset. I'm still hurt today too. Still hurt. Oh well. Let me see. No, if I can show you what my abdomen looks like. Okay. And bear in mind, you know, they are in a better state at this point than they were a few months ago. Like, I don't know, you can tell. Like, at this point, just paint me black and white and call me a zebra. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever get used to these. I don't know if they'll go away. Every day them get bigger, longer, wider. They're red, purple, some color. The ones that have healed have turned to white, like silverish kind of thing. And the thing is that, you know, you cannot just how should I put it? Just stop taking the steroids aside, because just stop taking the steroids like immediately will put your body in withdrawal. So we have that to deal with too. So they have to gradually lower the dosage so you don't have withdrawals. Yeah. Body goes through so much, I tell you. And then this thing, because I wasn't exercising, can you believe it? Between January and May, right? I gained over 5 kilograms. That's what? Over 11 pounds? And most of it, I believe, is water retention and the swelling. But yeah, it's just crazy, you know. And then this whole, my hands have been tingling, like a tingling sensation. My chest and back hurts, like, and there's this tingling sensation near my spine and my chest area. I now have teeth sensitivity. My teeth are sensitive. Never had that. Like, drink water and I feel like oh gosh, the sensitivity of the teeth, boy. I have the shaking of the hands. Like, if I have a video, I'll post it. Yeah, I don't think I recorded a video. If I have a video of my hand shaking, I'll post it.
All alone, that's okay. People I can't stand them. They don't want me to change. Keep me where I'm standing. And I don't.
I have the tightness of the throat. I have my heel now. My foot. This is about my feet now. Like pins and needles. See, like I'm stepping on pins and needles every day, right? And they're just numb. My heel is numb 24/7, and they hurt. Like, them hurt. And my foot bottom, them feel like they're on fire. Like, literally. For those who don't understand patois, my feet, the bottom of my feet, feels as if they're on fire, literally on fire. My feet were swollen at one point. I think it's one case that they were swollen. I can't remember the exact instance of why they were swollen, of when it occurred, but they were really swollen, both of them too. I have headaches, now and again. They don't last as long anymore, but they still hurt, blurry vision from time to time. It's a bit worse, or a bit more blurry than usual, because bladder control is not great. Like, I cannot hold my urine that much anymore. That's another thing. My knees are stiff again at some point. Then you have the shaking of my feet. When you just I know some people might find it annoying, but in there and you're shaking your foot, that is what is happening. I have a video. I'll post the video here so you can look at it. So yeah, it's like my leg is literally shaking, and I'm not the one doing it. It's just doing it on its own. Like, it's just shaking on its own. So that's just what persons with NMO has to go through, and I try not to dwell or think too much about it, like all the side effects or all that could happen to me. I think June, the ending of May, June, and the entire month of June was the hardest month for me. Like, mentally and physically, it was hard. Like, really, 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 really hard. I cried many days, maybe all of June. It was just so hard. Like, I look in the mirror and I couldn't recognize myself, and then I look at my body and I'm like, who is this person? And then I'm thinking now of the lifespan of 5 years, and I'm like, wow, okay. And then I'm going on the internet and I'm researching again of this disease and what it can do to you. And then I again went on a Nmosd story, and I found the GoFundMe for her that she had set up, and they're getting some more information that I've never seen before. I'll read it. In 2012, about my final year in high school, I was struck with dismay when I lost mobility and functionality in my right leg. It happened so suddenly. One minute I was a teenager making the most of my youth by creating memories with friends, excelling academically, and creating big plans for the future like teenagers do. Then suddenly everything changed. I woke up to my legs shaking, along with several other symptoms, and before I knew it, I was physically challenged and no conclusive diagnosis. Despite the physical, mental, and emotional challenges, I did my CXC exams, though my father had to carry me on his back to and from. I got a job and proceeded to attend university. On June 23rd, 2019, I was finally diagnosed with Neuromyelitis Optica Spectrum Disorder, a rare and chronic disease. The condition hosts a number of symptoms ranging from excruciating neuropathic pain, numbness, and tingling in both legs, swelling of the legs, to immediate paralysis. Then the unfortunate happened again. The disease, as it nature began taking a toll for the worse. As treatment she was placed on steroids along with being physically challenged. I am now bombarded with a number of new ailments, and the ones I had before had progressively worsened. At 24, I am physically challenged, severe gluten intolerant, unable to hold my urine, lactose intolerant, insecure, and demotivated. I am tasked with making changes to my diet, watching my weight, attending doctor appointments, reminding myself to take my pills, documenting new symptoms. I was recently given hope by a doctor that if I undergo a particular series of treatments, I can become stabilized and get back to living somewhat of a normal life. And I am therefore seeking the public's assistance. So the management of the condition requires 2 yearly infusions for her, and the cost is and all that. So that's why I'm saying, based on the progression, you know, how severe the symptoms are, they would have to do infusions, you know, and all that. It is sad when I read her story and all that she went through in her short life, but yeah. So you just never know, you know. You just never know what persons may be going through, and you know how they're coping. So, you know, give a kind word, or if you have nothing good to say, don't say nothing, you know. Like, you know, do not ignore any, you know, any little changes that you see in your body. You know, you might take it for granted that it's just stress. That is what I thought, like my eye thing was just stress, but I went to look about it anyways, and then I thought it was just a simple thing, like glasses would fix the issue, but that's not the case, is it? I was diagnosed. I was told I have optic neuritis, and then from there, on January 3rd, 2022, I was diagnosed with Neuromyelitis Optica Spectrum Disorders, Devic Disease, a very rare chronic disorder. There's no cure for it, but we push on and we continue with life. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you learn a lot more about this disease and learn to take care of yourself. You know, don't ignore those symptoms, or don't pass it out as stress. And remember, you know, give yourself grace. You know, give yourself grace, and don't take these, you know, little symptoms that it's just stress. May not just be stress, but give yourself grace. Take care of your body. Listen to your body. Rest, because believe me, if you don't rest, your body will make you rest, and you know that's true. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. And do take care of yourself. And you know I love you. Have you subscribed? No, you haven't. Please subscribe, like this video, and share it with a friend. Share the information with somebody, and comment below. You know, engagement on my channel. I would like to get to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you. Would you help me do that? Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.